champions. Happy Wednesday morning, coming to you live from the 5 a.m. club where we get up early and we conquer our morning to own our day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. Friendly reminder, Wednesday, not hump day. Don't get that mindset. Don't get that, 9 to 5 belief system. And come into this morning fired up, ready to rock, ready to conquer the day. And my message this morning is one of, conviction. And the conviction is, similar to, our favorite quote around here we say all the time. Bruce Lee says, I fear not the man that practiced 1,000 kicks. I fear the man who practiced one kick 1,000 times. And his meaning behind that is that if you are so confident in your ability to do that one kick, that's going to supplant anybody that knows a bunch of kicks. And that same thing holds true for what we do. Now, the conviction side of things is believing in what we do and why we do the things that we do. And I was thinking about it as I was talking to a young lady who was, thinking about joining the agency last night. And my conviction is so strong because I can, without, as soon as somebody asks that question, it just triggers when they, ask specifically what our product does and what it helps people with. I can immediately draw a visceral story and conversation about walking into a funeral home and, being able to, with just so much emotion, be able to say funeral homes, they're not nonprofits. They're not nonprofits. They don't have charities. They don't have payment plans. They don't have financing options. And they are very much there to make money and not to help you and your family in their time of need. And so when you walk into a funeral home, Ms. Jones, the funeral director, they're going to walk up to you. They're pretty much the same everywhere they go. And they're going to say in a very unemotional tone, I'm so sorry for your loss, but before we begin, how do you plan on paying for this today? And that's as direct as they're going to do it. And you can see when you tell that story, when you really have the conviction, when you're not driving and distracted, but that individual's reaction to that. And the reason I can say that with such conviction is because, one, I believe in it. Two, I personally have that story. And three, I've said it hundreds of thousands of times over the years to clients and talked about those stories and heard their stories. And their stories is what continually grew my conviction. Our clients' stories about, that happened to my, husband, that happened to my brother, that happened to my aunt, that happened to Betty from church, on and on and on and again, these stories about that. My nephew is still trying to pay off, his mother's. And again, you just hear these heart-wrenching, emotion-filled stories. Why? Because family's more important than anything. And so sometimes we just need that reminder that that's why we do what we do. And so therefore the conviction is so strong and the drive is so strong. There is somebody that has responded to our advertisement in the last 24 hours that nobody's called. And in those people, there is somebody that if we don't get in touch with them today, their qualification changes or they may not be here. And that was my motivation. And this is going back to direct mail leads. And I'm like, this person mailed this lead in. And if I don't take the time to talk to them, to try and help them, if I don't find them, reach out to them and connect with them, then I'm not doing my job. Like, they took the effort to reach out. I've got to do my end of that, hold on my end of the bargain. And that really drives and motivates me. And I was just reminded of that last night. And so I wanted to share that with you all this morning. So sorry for the long-winded message. Sorry for the emotional message. But if you're sitting there and you're a little demotivated today, hopefully that motivates you to, one, know your one kick. Your one kick's your PEC. Your one kick is being able to have that emotion so that our clients hear that you're sincere and that you care. And then two, understanding how powerful and emotional what we do is and what we're able to help people with. And if those things can click for you and make sense, then you can have a great day every single day. So let's aspire to be better today than we were yesterday. Let's do it every single day, folks. It'll be amazing to end up. Let's have a fantastic Wednesday. Let's get after it. Get on the national call this morning, and let's really kick it into high gear. See you guys soon. I'm out. Woo!